We're Threezus, there's three of us. We're weird as fuck and that's our deal. This could go anywhere, so buckle up and Threezus take the wheel.
Hey Daniel, rate Danny's fit. Danny's fit. I feel like he's undergone another aesthetic change. Like he periodically every few years undergoes an aesthetic change.
At least.
Well, I think that since the last time we've done this type of shenanigans, the hairstyle's changed, right?
I know, yeah.
So the hair is different. Oh, by the way, one of the reasons I'm doing this is that if you're listening on Spotify or following us on some kind of visual medium,
you can see us again.
We're back with another video episode. Shout out to Spotify,
our daddies and mommies,
for lending us their teat.
Yeah,
for us to suckle on. No, that's not how to do it.
Yeah. Also, one thing that so the tech guy, shout out Kevin. We can say Kevin's name.
Oh, we love Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin's great. Kevin? He came in and helped us figure out everything. Daniel is via Zoom.
That's right.
He's got that nice blurry background.
Daniel's trapped under ice, which we will explore soon.
Yes, and also one thing he asked us was, what do you guys want as your color accent in the background? As you guys who are watching can see, we have a nice piss yellow behind us.
Because we're a piss cast now.
Yeah. Well, because we were like, oh, but what is like the Threezus color? And we thought of
Well, coming back to Danny's fit, though,
please.
I do want to say that at least my feed of the video is just super washed out, so I see mostly white.
Right. It says pit on it, PIT.
Rate the pit.
Oh.
This is a merch from secretly another podcast, Game of Roses.
What?
Which, yeah, they send me their merch every time they make new merch, and it just says pit on it, which I think is very hard to explain to
threatening our only podcast title.
I know, yeah. They're allowed. They're a really good podcast.
Okay, that's great.
I'll give the fit a 8 out of 10.
Okay, great. Now rate mine and rate it higher, please.
I rate yours a 9 out of 10.
Hey,
Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay,
I'm
sorry.
Danny.
Sorry.
Daniel.
Sorry for starting on such a visual medium.
Yeah.
But I just shouted out Game of Roses pod. Shout out to you. You're great. What else can we shout out today, Danny?
Yes, so I have a shout out from the what did you think about this episode little question that is on all of our Spotify episodes.
That's right. Speaking of shout outs to Spotify, we love you for being our daddies.
Yes. And this is basically this is from Shruti Sharma. SHRUTI SHARMA. Wow. SHARMA.
It's funny to hear Danny like infuse some level of like fluidity and fluency into the name part and then fumble on the spelling part.
Spell it.
It sounds like potentially a Middle Eastern or Indian name, Shruti Sharma. But their
shout out Shruti.
Yeah, their comment is very nice, my wife.
Oh wow, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. It was just, what do you think about this episode? Very nice, my wife.
Okay, great. That's the kind of feedback we like from you. Well, you can be like Shruti. You can interact with us on the Spotify feed as we are partnered with them, but you can also rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts and we'll read those reviews. You can also join our Patreon family. That's my favorite at patreon.com/Threezus. You can also DM us at Threezus Podcast on Instagram. All of these things can make you eligible for a shout out like Shruti. Aspire to be Shruti.
Everybody. Very nice, my wife. Yeah. It's also VERR. Very nice.
Okay.
Very nice.
Perfect. Well, friends, I think it's time to play a game because I always like starting these recording sessions off with a game. I will fully disclose to you though that I've been a naughty boy and I have not prepared shit. Even though this is supposed to be something I do.
Yes.
I'm gonna make us play Pinky Stinky. It's gonna start with improvised instances. I'll start with one.
Okay, cool.
It's a pink stink.
Okay, do we want to explain how the game works?
I'm so sorry. You're right. The way Pinky Stinky works is that we indicate to each other how many syllables the two words contain.
Yes.
And then we try to give a clue that shows the other two what rhyming word pairing we're hinting at. For example,
so pink stink will be single syllable words.
Exactly.
Pinky stinky
For example, I'll lead us in with an easy one. I want to drink alcohol in an automobile. No, that's a terrible one. I just realized how that sounds.
Drunk.
No. I don't even know if we can keep that. That was so bad. That was 100% organic, folks. Just so you know. I just did not realize that.
Was it Booze Cruise?
No. I want to order an alcoholic beverage here, and I'm in a car.
Car bar.
Yeah, exactly.
Car could have also been drunk trunk. Could have been booze cruise. Could have been.
Yeah, exactly. These are all valid.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm fucking this up.
Yeah. Well, hopefully y'all at home know that Mason's a horrible person.
Exactly. I did not even realize that's what I was saying in the moment. Do you guys have any pink stinks or pinky stinkies or pinkity stinkities?
Oh, let's see. This is a pinky stinky. I am the Satan of sperm.
A pinky stinky or the Satan of sperm?
Yes.
Splooge.
It's pinky stinky, right? So it's
sploogey doogey. Yeah.
Something semen.
Semen demon.
You're a semen. You guys both got it around the same time.
Demon. That's right.
Semen demon. Yes.
Okay, great, perfect. Good one, Danny.
The first one.
Thank you for getting us started.
I think
it's better than drinking and driving. Or whatever the fuck I was saying.
Yeah.
I have. Oh God, this one sucks too. Oh well. So I'm gonna lightly spray bottle my huge boil.
Wait, is it a pinky stinky?
Oh, it's a pink stink.
Spritz zits.
That would work.
Spritz.
Yeah, that would totally work. That's not the one I was thinking of.
Lightly spray
that's better than what I was thinking of.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Lightly spray my huge boil.
Yeah.
Squirt wart.
Squirt.
Huge boil.
We can just say that that's right because that's better than what I had.
Oh well, now I want to know what yours was.
Okay. Well, do you want me to say it or do you want me to keep going? What comes out when you spray bottle?
Water come.
Water.
How would you describe the state of the water?
Liquid. Mist cyst.
Yeah.
Mist cyst.
Mist cyst. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah. Why is that somehow grosser than whatever the hell?
For sure, it's worse.
Spritz zits.
It's worse in every way.
Yeah.
I got a pinky stinky.
Okay.
It doesn't make any sense, but it's a container for liquid that controls the flow of things.
Bottle throttle.
Yeah. Good.
Wow,
Throttle bottle. Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah. Throttle that bottle. Oh, okay. I've got a pink stink.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm really looking to add a new color to my gooch.
You're looking to paint your taint. Paint.
Yeah.
Good.
Sorry, that's so stupid.
Danny couldn't even say it.
Yeah.
I have a pink stink. I run a taxi service where I gossip.
Uber rumor.
It's pink stink.
Oh, pink stink. You're right.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Pink stink.
Taxi service.
I want you to hop in my taxi where we gossip.
Oh,
you've entered the
bone zone.
Bone zone.
You've entered the cab gab.
Yeah.
Cab gab.
I was thinking of the
cab.
blab cab.
Oh,
but the
blab cab.
The gab cab works too.
Ah, nice.
Perfect.
Can you imagine that shitty game show, the Gab Cab, where you just talk shit?
Yeah, right. There was Cash Cab.
Yeah, Cash Cab was great.
Obviously better.
Yeah, totally.
Anyway,
that was Pinky Stinky.
That was Pinky Stinky. That was a pretty thrown together round of it.
I honestly kind of prefer it.
Yeah. It was. We start sloppy here.
Yeah.
Look, things don't always go according to plan anyway, right?
Yes.
So what's the point of planning?
Not.
Mm-hmm.
For example, Daniel, do you have an example of things not going to plan?
Well, I mean, I just you guys and me guys not together. Guys.
Right.
It's just me guys.
Yeah. We're supposed to be together today.
Yes.
we were supposed to be together, but it all went to garbage once I got snowed in.
Yeah.
Daniel Snowden.
Daniel Snowden. Edward Snowden's brother.
Daniel Snowden.
Don't
trust the government.
It's crazy because when I was telling the people here at Spotify about that, they were like, where the fuck does he live? Because we're in LA.
Daniel's about an hour and a half, 2 hours out.
Yeah.
And LA's been really cold lately, which means the further you go away, the more likely there is to be snow.
Yeah, and we saw snow on the mountains on the way over, and Mason pointed it out.
And I thought about telling Daniel to risk his life for this podcast, but then Daniel begged for his life, and we had to reconsider.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's like,
You thought that I was acting pretty pathetic.
Yeah.
But since we're on a video check, can you guys see?
Yeah, you have a little scar.
My face.
What's going on? What's wrong with your face?
I had a nice introduction with our neighbor's fence.
Oh. Okay, do tell.
Because the property that I live on has a very large hill, which you can sled down.
Sure.
But the way that it's contoured, you always just go sideways towards the neighbors, the dividing fence between our property.
I take
and the
it you did
neighbors.
sled down.
Yeah. Well, okay. So first I was sliding down responsibly, sitting on my butt, holding the reins, and
did you start drinking?
down like that.
Yeah.
But then
hammered.
I may have drinking some things.
Oh wait, really?
But Yeah, but not a lot.
Yeah,
Anyways,
yeah.
We had the great idea of going face first down the hill. So my maiden voyage face first.
Nice.
I got to meet the fence.
I feel like the more details we hear, the more it'll just seem like Daniel was begging for this to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't end there because we decided to make a fire because like the mountainsite's not going to burn down because everything's cold and
right.
So we threw a bunch of wood into the pit and we were trying to light it, but everything was frozen and wet, so we couldn't. So we brought out the car starter spray. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? There's like an engine starting spray that you spray and then like
unfreeze
you ignite it. Yeah, to like cycle the engine.
Yeah. Oh, I know what you're talking about.
It's kind of like when you put gasoline on a bonfire, but worse.
Fuck yeah, dude. Okay.
Yeah,
and I was
pastime.
Yeah. And I thought, I'm far enough away. It's not gonna get me. And as soon as I hit the lighter, all I saw was flame.
Oh no, Daniel!
I burned my thumb a little bit.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness!
A little bit of my eye and my eyebrows and eyelashes are singed a bit.
Wow. Well, we can't tell.
Well, and also, I guess we can't leave you alone for
prolonged
very long.
Time.
Yeah, because
how am I still alive?
Yeah, it looks like you face planted into a fence enough to get an injury, and it looks like you penguined down a dangerous slope, and you set yourself on fire.
This wouldn't have happened if you still lived with Mason.
He
would have let you.
It couldn't happen.
Yeah, he wouldn't let me.
I live like a boring, low activity life,
with no snow and sleds and neighbors' fences around. Well, there are neighbor fences, but yeah.
So in summary, from what I originally stated, I'm sorry that you're trapped under a thick layer of ice, Daniel. I hope that soon.
Thank you.
I hope that soon the rescue team will find you.
Yeah. Daniel's stuff. He has internet and everything. He has everything he needs. But he's
I have everything I need.
Okay.
I'm getting kind of sleepy, so I think I'm gonna take a nap while I wait.
Have you guys seen that? Like, I saw this on Twitter, I think, but like there's this video of a hiker who witnesses a huge avalanche in the distance and films it for 10 seconds, just kind of marveling at it.
And then
but then in 10 seconds, he starts to realize this is heading straight for me, and it's so big that I have no way of possibly outrunning it.
Damn.
And you just hear them say, "Oh my god!" This is the kind of avalanche that could totally kill you.
Yeah.
So
what do you do there?
Yeah, so what you do is that you try to pin yourself against imagine that there's a rock face that faces away from the avalanche, if that makes sense.
So it'll go over your head.
Yeah. You try to pin yourself under something that's kind of would function as a ramp for the incoming snow.
Yeah.
So that you'll still get buried, but hopefully you'll get buried under a thinner layer than everything else gets buried. If you just lay down on the ground, you'll get crushed and die.
Just fucking laying down.
But if you find a rock that might function as a ramp for the incoming snow, you
also pro
live.
Tip. A lot of times you get super disoriented if you're in an avalanche because it's all white and you're tumbling around.
Yeah.
Right.
A good way to figure out which way is up is you just spit a little bit and see which direction your spit goes, so you can tell which way to start digging.
Wow, I didn't know you could get that disoriented.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like when you get hit by a massive wave in the ocean and you're just kind of rolling around for a while, but this is probably worse.
And you have no choice but to fart and look where the bubbles go.
Yeah. Dude, it's fart on command. Yeah, totally. That's interesting.
Sorry, that made me think of that. So Daniel, if that ends up happening to you, make sure you find a ramp so that the snow can get some sick air.
Yeah, I mean, this just straight up sounds like something that would be an experience just straight out of a movie, right, Mason?
It would be, Danny. Good point. So that inspires me to suddenly make us play a game that has to do with movies.
Yes.
So a couple episodes ago, Danny had Daniel and I play a game with Spotify music stream numbers.
I've changed it to Hit Song Standoff.
Hit Song Standoff.
Yeah.
So we played Hit Song Standoff, where Danny would say two famous songs, and we would guess which one head to head had the bigger stream count on Spotify.
Yes.
We're doing that this week with movies.
Ooh, so box office numbers?
Yeah, this is called Box Office Battle.
Wow, Bob.
Battle Box.
Battle Bobs.
So I combed through some of the highest grossing revenue of films of all time.
Yeah.
Adjusted for inflation.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind too.
Very important.
Yeah. Well, because the thing is, like, if you don't adjust for inflation,
everything now
you're just going to get the
be,
biggest numbers, which is everything starting now down. So this is adjusted for inflation. And to be clear, what that means is that we also take into account the value of the US dollar at the time and the size of the revenue stream of that industry at the time too. So if it's like a really big, if it's a huge bump in sales relative to a relatively smaller Hollywood industry, that also factors in to anyway. So these are like, this is supposed to give us a sense of the biggest movies of all time. So what I'm going to say is 2 movie titles. You're going to tell me between, you have to come to a consensus.
Yeah, we're on a team, Daniel.
Danny and Daniel have to come to a consensus of which movie is the bigger of the 2.
Okay.
The winning movie moves on to the next round tournament style. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go.
Great.
Let's go.
We're going to start with Finding Nemo versus Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest.
Oh,
the second one.
Yeah, okay.
I
Caribbean.
feel like it has to be Finding Nemo,
Caribbean.
Right?
I don't know because the Pirates movies were big. I think specifically because I remember seeing that like the highest budget movie of all time, I think was At World's End or one of the. It's either the fourth
of all time.
It was like either like somewhere between the third and fifth.
Avatar
Pirate
2
movie.
probably shattered that though, right?
Maybe
Avatar's budget was over $1 billion.
Then because like this one was I think At World's End or one of the Pirates ones was like 470 to like 500 something million.
That's crazy.
Most normal Marvel movies are like around 200 to 250 mil, except for like Avengers, which is like
also
400 mil.
I guess there's also a difference between production budget, marketing budget. Sometimes VFX budget is held outside those counts too. So
do you want to say Pirates?
I don't know. You said Finding Nemo. Obviously, I think Finding Nemo
because the kids. You know,
I know the kids.
Kids always love watching.
Let's see if last time we did this, you guys learned a lesson. About like I think songs being older just did
have
less
lower
well.
Spotify counts.
Yes. But we're gonna do our lesson is going to be we're going for the kids. The kids are gonna rule this one, and hopefully we're right. Okay. Let's go Finding Nemo. I'm going with Daniel.
Let's do it for the kids.
If Daniel's wrong, I'm choosing on my own.
Well, folks, the kids have betrayed you because the answer
it's Pirates.
is Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest. From 2006, it grossed $591 million.
Okay.
That is revenue, by the way.
Yeah. Wait, what about Nemo?
Nemo is close behind. It's from 2003. It grossed $563 million. These numbers, all of them are already adjusted for inflation, to be clear.
Okay.
This is not the amount of dollars the movie earned.
That kind of makes sense. Right. Well, so, because like I know the first Pirates was a huge success. So I can imagine the follow-up being even bigger.
Yeah.
Just because
it's the highest grossing Pirates movie.
The second one.
Did they make the Pirates movies after the ride at Disneyland? Is that what the story is?
Yes.
Yeah, it was an IP created to be like a marketing tool for Disneyland, and boy, did it work.
Funny.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite rides at Disneyland, too.
So we're moving on, folks, to Pirates
go.
of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest versus Bambi from 1942.
God.
From Bambi?
1942.
That's so old.
I mean, well, the kids stabbed our back, so F the kids.
Let's go Pirates,
the kids,
Let's
right?
go Pirates again.
All right,
Fuck
you
the
are
kids.
correct.
Yes.
For being so dismissive and irreverent of children. That's correct.
Lesson learned.
As always on this podcast, we reward that behavior.
Yes.
Pirates of the Caribbean barely outgrossed Bambi.
Wow.
Adjusted for inflation, Bambi earned $583 million, and $591 million is the mark of Pirates of
These
the
are kinda
Caribbean.
close.
Dead Man's Chest.
Yeah.
By the way, I can't verify exactly how accurate these adjusted for inflation numbers are.
Yeah.
We're going with like a list I found on the internet, and if you don't like that, you can go fuck yourself.
Ooh.
All right, great. So now we have. I guess that's saucier than I meant for it to sound.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, you can turn the podcast off and have a great day.
Have a great day.
So,
Tears streaming down his face.
I love you. So we're gonna now go Pirates of the Caribbean versus the first Home Alone. From 1990.
Dude, I don't know because I feel like it's the same sort of thing where I feel like the hype of Home Alone might have come with Home Alone 2 because Home Alone was iconic. I don't know. I still want to go Pirates. What do you think, Daniel?
Wait, is it Home Alone 2? Is that what you said?
No, Home Alone 1.
Oh,
That's
Home
what I'm
Alone
saying.
1.
Like it's the first one, not the second one. That's why I want to go with Pirates.
But we've been on Pirates for so long, you know?
Yeah, but I don't know how much the initial hype of Home Alone
but
was.
also Home Alone is one of Mason's like favorite movies.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's actually
that's a stretch.
Well, the score of it, you really
like it a lot, though, right?
I love the score, and it's probably one of my favorite holiday movies. Like the kind of movie that you could watch around the holidays again, and it doesn't get too old.
Mine's Balto. That's a reference to like two different episodes.
Honestly, this holiday season upcoming, I'll probably make us watch Balto.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it
for the podcast.
I truly don't know if it's any good.
I think I saw it when I was a kid. I don't remember anything about it.
I hope it's terrible.
Yeah.
And we just think I suck for making us watch it.
Okay.
We can stick with Pirates.
Home Alone versus Pirates. Your answer is Pirates?
Pirates, let's do it.
The kids have betrayed you again. It is Home Alone.
Home
Alone.
The original Home Alone.
Yeah, I told you it was Mason's favorite.
Yeah.
Home Alone, adjusted for inflation, grossed $620 million, which is $30 million more than Pirates of the Caribbean.
Wow.
So moving on, we have Home Alone.
Macs.
Now it's facing another kids movie, The Incredibles 2. Home Alone versus The Incredibles 2 from 2018.
Incredibles 2.
Come on, yeah.
Incredibles 2 had so much hype behind it because it took them, like the first one was so good and then it took them a while to make it.
It was a very hyped movie.
And I saw it three
And
times
it was
in
also
theaters.
good.
Yeah.
It was good.
I saw it 3 times in theaters, so I single-handedly brought this box office number
Yeah,
up.
exactly.
Yeah.
How many times did you watch Home Alone?
Oh, I didn't see it in theaters.
So what's your
Home
answer?
Alone,
Yeah,
it's Incredibles 2.
Oh, Incredibles 2.
Okay, great.
Easy
Well,
clap.
you're right that the
Easy
movie's
clap.
very good, but not as good as Home Alone at earning money.
Boo.
Because
Oh,
adjusted for
gosh.
inflation, The Incredibles 2 only earned $607 million. Fucking nothing in
This
my
is
book.
horse
Yeah,
shit.
chump
Yeah.
change.
$600. Yeah.
$607 million versus $620 million.
Damn. Okay.
So my favorite movie of all time remains dominant.
Yeah.
Home Alone 1.
Okay. It's got to die soon, though.
It's got it. Well,
Let's see.
who knows? Anyway,
see.
we're gonna now face off against
Avengers Endgame. Yeah.
101 Dalmatians
Oh,
from
God.
1961.
Oh,
gosh.
The original. Okay, so
It must be Home Alone, right?
I don't know how much, I don't know what the box office value of old Disney movies are.
Yeah, and the inflation.
What they grossed, adjusted for inflation, in the box office is all we're checking for.
Do we want to go Home Alone and then just look like fucking idiots if we lose? Well, we're going to lose.
The only thing that I
idiots.
will say is I do remember getting 101 Dalmatian Happy Meal toys, but I don't remember ever getting any Home Alone Happy Meal toys. I don't know if that means anything.
Yeah, they would be like
Macaulay Culkins.
They'd be like deadly torture toys. Yeah.
Thumbtacks.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, Dad. Thanks for taking me.
Is this kerosene?
Yeah. What do you think, Daniel? I really don't know.
Tarantula.
Yeah.
Flaming toilet.
Yeah.
I mean, my gut says Home Alone, but what do you think?
I think for the memes, let's go Home Alone now. We've converted, even though I'm pretty confident it's 101
also,
Dalmatians.
since it's Mason's favorite movie.
Yeah, it's Mason's favorite movie. Let's go
have to
Home
win.
Alone. It's rigged so that Home Alone wins every time.
You guys are right that Home Alone's my favorite movie of all time.
Yeah.
But I do love dogs, which means, well, it's not how the causal relationship works.
Yeah,
But you're wrong.
Yeah.
You're stupid and
man.
wrong again.
Wow.
So
I knew those McDonald's toys meant something.
Exactly. It was a sign.
Yeah.
All right, my stupid, dumb friends.
Yeah.
It's 101 Dalmatians, shockingly adjusted for inflation, grossed $914 million.
Oh my gosh.
Damn,
Out earning
Disney.
Home Alone by $300 million adjusted for
That's
inflation.
insane.
I mean, because back in the day, one thing that I'm
It
sure
really blew people's dicks off.
Yeah. Well,
the
also
time.
just going to the movies was more of a thing.
Absolutely.
I think, at the
I
time.
was going
true.
to add that there's no way to correct for this. But another unadjusted for inflation, totally unfair to the modern movies, right? But adjusted for inflation is a little unfair to the modern movies. It doesn't fully level out the playing field because I believe streaming robs some of the sale numbers.
Yeah,
so
that makes
some
sense.
of these modern movies may be a little more culturally popular than the numbers suggest.
Okay.
Although not in the case of Home Alone or 101 Dalmatians, that's on you.
Yeah.
So now we
101
have
Dalmatians?
101 Dalmatians versus The Exorcist, the original Exorcist film.
Dude,
That's a big twist.
Here's the thing.
1973.
Obviously, huge for the horror genre.
Huge.
Yeah, I don't know
But-
anything about horror, so this is going to be on you,
Well,
Danny.
that's my thing is that less people care about horror. I feel like The Exorcist was the scariest movie that people had seen at the time. And so
Which
I feel
admittedly
like,
is sometimes funny when you watch it through the VFX lens of today.
yeah, the VFX did not hold up.
Because they basically threw green chunks on a doll and you're like, oh wow, that little girl is vomiting.
Yeah. So I wonder if maybe that would take a hit to the box office because people would have been scared to go see it.
Like you're
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're taking points away for it being horror.
Yeah. Whereas, because also horror movies just don't usually have good box office numbers in comparison.
You're taking away the kids.
Yeah, taking away the kids. Yeah, the kids
who've served you so well on this contest so far.
Yeah. I think it's still 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm prepared to be
I
wrong,
also want to say
though.
F the kids and leave
F
them
the
behind
kids.
for the horror, but
Yeah.
but 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah.
Well, this time you should have gone with F the kids.
Wow,
Because
Exorcism.
The Exorcist
Really?
shockingly
Oh,
grossed inflation adjusted $1.01 billion
Wow.
relative
Gross.
to the market ish
Dang.
in 1973. So now we're moving on with The Exorcist as our favorite champion versus Avengers Endgame.
Oh God!
Oh.
Well, here's the thing. Numbers-wise, obviously, Avengers Endgame grossed way more. It grossed over $2 billion,
Right.
I think. But
Right.
adjusted for inflation, I have no freaking idea. So
But it couldn't be like less than half of
Yeah.
more than half of that.
I feel like
for-
we would be stupid to not go
right?
for Avengers Endgame. But I don't
Yeah.
know.
I think Avengers Endgame.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah. I'm
Avengers
ready
Endgame,
to
lock
feel
it in.
stupid.
You are wrong.
Wow.
So according to this list, and I will say the numbers you're quoting, Danny, are significantly different from. So these are deflated numbers for some reason.
Yeah.
I did see some lists that would inflate the numbers really high,
Mm-hmm.
but in general, like all the numbers on this list are generally about half of what I see on other lists.
Okay.
So I'm
Oh,
guessing that
man.
some profit is factored out.
Right.
For some reason.
Okay.
But according to this inflation calculator,
Yeah.
relative to the movie industry at the time and the value of the dollar, Avengers Endgame is honestly like 100 mil or something away
Wow.
from The Exorcist's imprint.
Dang.
So
Okay.
Wow.
you're wrong, bitch.
Yes.
All right.
I do think it is true that the movie has grossed over like $2 billion at this point.
Yeah,
But
that seems. Anyway,
Yeah.
The Exorcist is
Damn.
now headed
Is
against
this the finals? We still going?
Avatar,
Oh God damn it!
Which one?
the first one.
First one?
Yeah. So 2009 was when that came out.
Yes.
I think. I mean, it was the highest grossing film of all time at that time, but also I don't know,
Yeah.
adjusted for inflation.
Inflation.
Because we're looking at like a 40-year difference between Exorcist and Avatar.
I'm, as we spell it out more, the more I think comparing eras is pointlessly
Yeah.
inaccurate.
Because Avatar,
But we still have to play my game because I'm Jigsaw from Saw.
Yeah.
And I have you guys change
And we're
to a
locked into
bathtub
Yes,
or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Daniel, I'm gonna go with you on this one. Whatever you say,
Oh.
I'm just gonna go with because I feel like I've been kind of heading I've been steering the ship to failure. So
You know what? I think that Mason would want to end with a bang, like
Yeah.
a big surprise.
yeah.
So based purely off of that, I want to say Exorcist.
Mm.
So that way we'd be like, what? It beat Endgame? Or
Yeah,
not
I
Endgame,
mean-
Avatar. That's crazy.
Avatar like broke all the records. I think it's just tough because it's
Didn't you say you were going with Daniels no matter what?
I know. And then yeah.
And you're like, well, that's
All
before
right,
I
all
heard
right.
his fucking answer.
Yeah, all right. No, I'm going with Daniel. This
how
is about
stupid
friendship
he
right
is.
now. I'm going The Exorcist with Daniel.
Well, I think we're in an anime because friendship has prevailed. Daniel's correct. According to this list, adjusted for inflation, The
doubted me.
Exorcist outdid Avatar
Wow.
by about the same figure, about 100 million more.
Wow.
All right, now The Exorcist
go,
goes
Daniel.
up against Star Wars: A New Hope, the first Star
Oh,
Wars
it's
movie.
gotta be Star
More.
Wars. Because like those came,
Yeah.
Star Wars came out in what 1975
Seven.
or 7? Okay, yeah. So 4 years after The Exorcist.
I'd
yeah.
go with StarArs.
Let's go Star Wars: A
I'd
New
go with
Hope.
that.
You are correct.
Yeah.
Star Wars: A
Let's
New
go.
Hope is adjusted for this inflation chart, 1.63 billion.
Damn.
Goodness.
Just a wild number.
I mean, yeah.
wildly outdoing
Yeah.
everything else by quite a large
Yeah.
margin. The last round, though,
Oh shit. Okay.
Ooh.
is two
the
titans from
marbles.
movie history.
Oh, no.
It is Star Wars: A New Hope versus Gone with the Wind.
Oh, ew. You mean that
Oh.
4-hour movie? Yeah, that
Yeah,
has a
that
literal
4-hour
intermission.
That
Yeah.
4-hour movie that came out like the same year that Wizard of Oz did.
Mm-hmm. God.
I have no idea.
I've never actually seen it in full, but
Yeah, me
I know
neither.
a lot about it because of just like exposure
haven't
to
seen
pop
any of
culture.
Yeah, is that where the
Yeah.
Rosebud? Is that the?
No, that's Citizen Kane.
Oh, Citizen Kane. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have seen Citizen Kane.
Gone with the Wind is he's looking at you, kid.
Oh, here's yeah. Okay,
Here's looking.
Oh.
Here's looking at you, kid.
Here's-
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow, that's
I-
I
embarrassing.
thought that was Casablanca.
Or no, wait, Daniel, you might be right. God
I
damn
think
it!
it's Here's Looking at You. It might be Casablanca. Yeah.
God damn it!
It doesn't matter. Okay.
Why am I so stupid? Okay, whatever.
So I feel like I want Star Wars to win because I like Star Wars more than I like Gone with the Wind. But like,
Yeah.
dude, I don't know. That was when did it come out? 1940 something.
39.
39. Okay.
39.
Ooh, right before World War II
the
started.
same year World War II
Or
started.
same year. Yeah. Okay.
Interesting.
Oh, Daniel, friendship, please.
Well, they wanted to kick off World War II with the bang,
Friendship, please. Yeah. Kick off World War II with Gone with the Wind.
It was an opening ceremony kind of thing.
Do you want to go Star Wars? Or
I want to go Star Wars.
I kind of want to go Star Wars too because I have never watched Gone with the Wind.
Yeah, let's go
And
Star
I know
Wars
that's a
and
bad
just
reason, but
we'll
yeah.
deal with the fate.
Oopsie!
Damn it.
It looks like the number one grossing film of all time, adjusted for inflation, is Gone with the Wind by a large margin, 1.85 billion.
Does he even have any lightsabers in
like
it?
a full.
No. Well, yeah, maybe.
Zero lightsabers.
What is the quote that's associated with Gone with the Wind if it's not "Here's looking at you, kid"? Because I think you're right. I think I was wrong. I just don't know what it is anymore.
I don't give a damn. I don't know.
Yeah.
Isn't that from something?
Fuck. Anyway.
No, yeah. I mean, like, that's crazy.
I'll die before I learn. Anyway, according to this list, proportionally adjusted for inflation, we have like Avatar, the first Avatar, and this is 1 billion more. This is more than twice as much.
Yeah.
Relative to, I think it's because the movie industry just wasn't even big then.
Yeah.
And this was a global smash immediately.
And yeah, there was probably less movie competition. Like if people were like, I want to see a movie, there were like 6 movies total. Right.
Yeah. And only some of them were like reputable.
Well, if you listening at home know what quote Mason was trying to think of, let us know.
Yeah, make sure to be really mean about it too. Like when you tell
say
us,
it in the meanest way possible.
The 3 of us put our heads together and couldn't come up with a single fact about the biggest movie of all time.
I already told you I've never watched
other than it has an intermission and it's like 4 hours long.
Yeah. I mean, I've always wondered if we would watch it today and be like, wow, that wasn't even like good even.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Going back to a conversation that we've had a few episodes ago, like I do not think that, I think this is both long and would not retain our attention.
Yeah. Because I have watched The Wizard of Oz multiple times. Yeah. It's good, and I respect that it's really good for its time.
Yeah.
But I just can't watch it through the glasses of the people who watched it then. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
Because like they were literally like, oh my God, it's in color. That's insane.
Yeah.
And like I just can't organically
look at
feel
these
that
costumes.
Right.
Look at the special effects.
Right, I'm really there. Okay, anyway, folks, I made us do this for a while, but I enjoyed every minute of it, especially the part where you guys lost every round or something.
Yeah, we lost most of them. Yeah.
Well, thanks for playing my box office battle. I think more battles come ahead because I enjoyed myself.
Yeah, no, I mean, that was the most invested I've been in the outcome of something on Threezus, I feel like.
Okay, good.
I was really looking to, friendship did prevail a couple of times, but
it's true. It's true. One of your only wins was when you went, I think Daniel's wrong, but I'll go with him.
I'm so sorry, Daniel.
We're going to need to work on our friendship.
I know, yeah. And with that is the end of this episode of Threezus. Daniel, do you have anything you'd like to say from snowed in wherever you are?
Yeah, from under 6 inches of ice.
Yeah.
I love you. Please send help. Yeah. There's nothing you can do.
Oh God.
There's nothing you can do about the love thing, but you can save me.
Yeah.
Do something about it.
Yeah. All right. Have a good one, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.